Yes, hello, good morning everyone. Welcome to Bar and Beverage Management. This is week 5. Okay? So, ang topic natin, ito yung isa sa mga pinaka-importante na equipment natin sa bar operations. Okay? So, it is a glasswares. So, dito natin nilalagay lahat ng cocktail drinks na ating minimix at lahat ng ating pwedeng iserve na liquid. It's either alcoholic or non-alcoholic beverages na sinaserve sa ating bar operations. Okay? So, importance of glassware. Have you ever ordered a bottle of beer and bartender pours into a nice glass instead of handling the bottle over the drink straight from the neck? Or been to a fancy restaurant and you ordered a white wine and someone orders a red and the server brings it in a different glasses? Okay. Are they trying to rip you off by giving you less wine? Their answer is that there are correct ways to serve the drink, beer, wine, and cocktails. The glassware world is almost as complex as the drinks served within them. Although glassware is not the most important aspect of the drink, using the appropriate wares will show the care and attention to detail that went into the drink. Okay, when you choose your glasswares, you need to think about the characteristic of your drink and the appropriate vessel that will suit it. If the drink has high alcohol content, you'll want a smaller glass so it won't be overconsumed. If your drink is served cold and without ice, you'll want something with a stem so that the hand doesn't warm the drink. If your drink has a lot of bubbles, you'll want a tall and narrow glass to retain the carbonation. There are many types of glasswares available, and while it's not feasible for every establishment to own all different styles, many vendors will try and follow these guidelines. We'll be going over some of the most commonly used glasses in the industry and break them down into 3 categories: bar, beer, and wine glasses. Okay, so bar glasses are used with liquor and mixed drinks. The glassware focuses on size and color. Before we proceed to the 4 types of glasses, uh, let us watch first a video. Nagdidiscuss about the importance ng glassware. Okay? Para mas maintindihan nyo ng mabuti. Okay? So let's please watch this video.
Types of glassware. If a guest orders a glass of premium champagne, would you pour that champagne into a rocks glass? Of course not, because the glass you use affects the way a guest experiences the flavors of their beverage. So it's important to know which glassware to use and when. In this lesson, we'll cover the 2 main categories of glassware: stemware and stemless glassware. Let's start with stemware. Stemware includes any glass with a narrow stem at its base. The stem allows the glass to be held without warming the liquid inside. There are 7 glasses in this category. They are: the cordial glass. This small, elegant glass is mainly used to serve after-dinner liqueur. The sherry glass. Small and V-shaped. This glass is used for serving aromatic alcoholic beverages, such as sherry, aperitifs, and liqueurs. The champagne glass. This is also known as a flute glass. The shape of this glass retains the champagne's signature bubbles. It also gives these bubbles further to travel, heightening the drink's visual appeal. The snifter. This glass is also known as a brandy snifter. The large round bowl allows the guest to hold the glass in a way that warms the brandy inside. The narrow brim of the glass traps the aroma of the liquor. The martini glass. While it's best known for martinis, many different cocktails can actually be served in this triangular glass, including gimlets and Manhattans. The wine glass. The size of the wine glass used depends on the type of wine ordered. Smaller glasses are generally used for white and blush wines. Larger wine glasses are usually preferred for red wine to allow the wine to breathe. Some hotels serve all wines in the same rounded glass. Find out from your manager if this is applicable at your hotel. The cocktail coupe. This glass has a wide, broad bowl and is used to serve classic cocktails like the sidecar or any type of daiquiri. Let's move on to stemless glassware. The shot glass. This glass is typically used to serve small amounts of alcohol, or shots, also known as shooters. The highball glass. This glass is used to serve highball cocktails, which are cocktails containing 1 or 2 shots of hard spirits, topped up with a non-alcoholic mixer, such as cranberry juice or soda. An example of a highball glass is the rocks glass, which can be used to serve drinks on the rocks. That is, drinks that are served over ice, such as a whiskey sour. The Collins glass. Tall and slim, this glass is traditionally used to serve the Tom Collins cocktail and its variations. The pint glass. A pint glass is commonly used to serve draft beer. The copper mug. These mugs are generally lined with stainless steel, aluminum, or are all copper and have to be hand washed. Check with your manager to see which type you have in your bar. You now know about the different glasses that can be categorized as stemware and stemless glassware. Remember, a glass can alter the flavor or aroma of a drink. It's also an important part of presentation. If you know which glass to use for a Manhattan and which to use for wine, you'll be more confident when serving these drinks to guests. Continue to the next lesson where we show you how to take care of glassware.
Okay, so nakita nyo. So para hindi kayo mas malito sa discussion, mag-i-stick tayo sa basis natin. Sabi nga nila, depende kasi sa operation mo yan at depende kung paano mo ang approach at paano mo tatawagin yung mga glasswares mo. Okay? Okay? So we have 4 types of glasswares. Number 1, we have your tumbler, a type of glass that has a flat bottom, cylindrical, or a bowl without a base and stem. Okay? Be specific. Okay? Without a base and stem. A footed ware, a type of glass with a bowl, stem, and a base. A stemware, a type of glass that has 3 features. No? So parehas lang sila. Ang stemware and footedware are almost the same. So mamaya explain natin kung pinagkaiba na para mas ma-identify nyo yung mga glasses na ginagamit. And the 4th one is the mug, a type of glass that is like a tumbler but with a handle. Okay? So para mas makita nyo yung differences nila, ang may papakita ko sa inyong video, then i-discuss ko kung ano ba yung mga glass na ginagamit. Okay? So here we have a video. No, ito nag-prepare sila ng mga cocktail drinks.
Welcome everyone. You are watching Drinking 101 with Drink Manila. For this segment, you are going to be learning about cocktails and what kind of glasses to put these things in. So for this, we have the rock glasses. So rock glasses are actually used for, you know,
Short drinks.
Yeah.
Short drinks, you know, may
Spirit-forward.
or may not require some ice, but basically these are drinks that has less volume.
So this kind of glass is actually called a single rock glass. So it holds a single serving.
A single serving, yeah.
And I see.
Okay? So pinopost ko ha para mas maintindihan nyo. So remember, we have a tumbler. Okay? Sa tumbler, we have 2 types. We have the high ball and the low ball. Ang low ball, yan yung mga nakikita nyo ngayon na tatlo sa harapan nyo, which is the most signature glass is the old-fashioned or what we call the rock glass. Okay? So yun, makikita nyo.
What did you put in it?
Let's proceed.
Just a simple scotch and ice.
This one is actually a double rock glass.
It's called double rock glass because, you know, it's definitely bigger than a single one. And you can fit in a lot more ice in it.
And the bigger ice, look at this ice.
Yeah, a
Well,
big
we have
sphere.
A sphere ice in it, and the icy created a Negroni cocktail. This is actually called an old-fashioned glass, and an old-fashioned glass usually holds an old-fashioned cocktail. So these are all called rock glasses or old-fashioned glasses. Single, double rock, and an old-fashioned glass.
All right, so right now we have some highball glasses.
So
Okay? Nakita nyo? Yan naman yung highball nila. So kanina nasa low ball tayo, ngayon highball. So ang difference nila is yung quantity na ounce na kaya nilang hawakan. Okay? So nakita nyo naman yung difference. Kung kanina, single, double shot lang. Dito, umaabot ng 8 to 12 ounces ang kaya niyang store. Okay? Yung nakikita nyo sa may left side, okay, yung may maliit na stem. Okay? Yan yung ating footwear na glasses. Okay? Yun yung pinagkaiba nila. So sa stemwear at saka sa footwear. Pag sinabi nating footwear, no, may stem siya pero maliit. Pero pag makikita nyo later on yung stemwear, mas malaki yung stem niya. Yun yung mga ginagamit natin for the champagne, white wine, red wine, martini glass, cocktail glass, yun. Yun yung pinakaiba. Okay, later on makikita nyo. So let's proceed.
tell us first, what is a highball cocktail?
A highball cocktail is basically different kinds of spirit with soda and ice. A lot of ice, actually. A lot of ice in a tall glass like this, which is called a highball.
And for this other glass, this is a Collins glass, and it's actually called a Collins glass because the famous popular cocktail used with it, which is the Tom Collins. Then this beautiful other one with a stem at the bottom of it, you can actually use it pretty much for any classy highball cocktail.
Yeah, it's also another type of highball glass, but it's just that it has this extra sex factor to it.
Notice also we put this pretty glass straws because when you're drinking a highball, it's filled with ice. Especially with this one, it's got a head on it, like a lot of foam. You'd wanna just dig deep and actually.
Yeah,
drink
and you
the-
also want to stir as well.
Yeah, there you have it. So for highballs, for anything fizzy cocktails, you know what. to
With
do.
a lot of ice,
Yep, a lot
a
of
highball is the way to go. So you got some beautiful, sexy
That.
stem.
Okay, so yun naman yung ating stemwear. So nakita nyo yung difference ng footwear and stemwear, yung length ng kanilang stem. So mas madali nyo silang ma-identify. Okay, so na-discuss natin is about tumbler, yung footed, and the stemwear. Yan yung pinagkaiba nilang tatlo. Later on, madali namang ma-identify yung mags. Okay, so mamaya may papakita din ako sa inyo about mags. Let's
glass.
proceed.
Very sexy. This one is actually, I think the collection for this one is from the latest one from Lucaris. This is called the Rims Collection. The Rims Collection is actually created for, the cocktail enthusiast, the cocktail connoisseur, because the collection gives you a range of different types of glasses you can use for different cocktails. So what kind of cocktails do you put in a coupe?
Coupe or coupette, I can also be called a saucer. The cocktails you use for these types of glasses are very spirit-forward cocktails.
The next one that we have here is actually called a martini glass, and it's famous because of a martini cocktail. What can you suggest for them to use this kind of?
So anything that's a short cocktail. When you're designing a cocktail, sometimes you choose the glass first. So if you want to kind of serve something a little bit sexy.
Next one would be our Nick and Nora. I actually love Nick and Nora glasses because it gives you you're traveling back in time. What are the cocktails that you can make with it?
Well, right, this one, we've used a Manhattan. Perfect for, one serve of a perfect Manhattan.
It's usually small and it holds a small amount of liquor also.
Yeah, and a small amount of liquor, but it's, alcohol packed.
Potent.
It's super potent.
It can be used for sours, it can be used for spirit-forward cocktails, or actually pretty much any cocktail.
Or any cocktail
that
that requires this small volume.
and no ice.
No ice.
No particular.
So it stays colder because, automatically when you see this, you have to grab the stem. So when you're grabbing the stem, you're not grabbing your drink. It doesn't make your drink warm. So, of course, it stays longer.
So there.
That's
so,
correct.
if you're entertaining at home and you'd like to, know more about these glasses, please go visit drinkmanila.com. We're going to be putting all the information about the glasses and what kind of
Okay, so nakita nyo yung 3 different glasses na sinasabi natin. Next is we have your mug. No? Sabi, a tumbler with a handle. So ito yon. So this one is an example of a mug. Okay? Ito, I think this one is a signature drink, no, nagawa ng Pilipino, no, Super Submarine. Kasi meron yung international cocktail na Yellow Submarine. Okay? So let's watch this. So sineserve siya ng ganun. Okay? Nakahiwalay muna yung shot. Okay? Then, pag iinumin na, ito. Okay? So, kailan mo lang siya iinumin, tsaka mo imimix yung nasa shot glass doon sa mug. Okay? Yun yung patikim pa lang ng mga cocktails nyo. Okay? So, at least na-identify natin. Remember, tumbler. We have no? Highball, we have a low ball. So, flatted sila. Flat bottom. Oh, yung mga typical glass nyo ng mga baso sa bahay na flat, minsan yung itsura niyan parang old-fashioned. Tapos pag medyo mataas is yung para ng highball. Pag sinabi natin footed ware, okay, may stem pero maliit. Best example is yung ating brandy snifter. Okay? Stemware, pag mas mataas, okay, mga 2 inches and above ang stem niya, is ma-identify na natin siya sa stemware. Commonly, example na ginagamit natin is yung mga white wine, red wine, champagne glasses, yan, champagne flute, tulip flute, yan. Okay? And nakita nyo, mug, pag tumbler na may handle, once na may handle yan, it is a considered a mug. Kahit hindi siya ganun kalapad o kalaki, kahit maliit siya, once na siya ay may handle, ang classification niya is a mug. Okay? Malinaw? Let's proceed. Okay, so ito yung mga bar glasswares natin. So we have, please memorize this, ano? So you need to be familiarized about your glasses kasi napaka-importante nito. Especially pag nagpunta kayo na sa mga OJT nyo, once na ma-assign kayo sa resto, bar, na o kaya may mga bar mismo kayo napuntahan, mas mapafamiliarize kayo. So ito, hindi naman na siguro bago sa inyo. Yung shot glass, no? The shot is a small glass that typically holds 1 to 2 ounce. Okay? As shown on the picture on the right. Rock glass, tinatawag nating low ball, yun yung kanina. It's either singles, di ba? Meron single shot, double shot, o yung double rock glass, or tinatawag ng old-fashioned glass. Okay? Pilsner are a variety of pale beer are typically poured in elongated 10 to 12 ounces. Pilsner, anong classification niya? Tumbler. Okay, footed, wala naman siyang stem. So, Pilsner is considered as a tumbler. Okay, martini glass. Martini glass typically holds 8 to 9 ounce and is used to serve its namesake drink, martini. Okay, so makikita mo yung stem niya, more than 2 to 3 inches. So, ang martini glass is considered as a stemware. Okay, gets nyo? Okay, we have your margarita glass, sometimes called a cocktail glass or margarita glass, holds to 8 to 9 ounce. Halos parehas lang siya ng martini, pero magkaiba lang sila ng shape ng body. If you will see, more than 2 to 3 inches yung kanyang stem, so consider siya as a stemware. Okay? We have your Collins glass. This is one of the ordinary drink glasses that is usually have in your cupboard or clutch. Okay? It holds between 8 and 12 fluid ounces. So siya ay considered as tumbler. Also have your highball glass. This drink glass is not quite as tall as the Collins glass and is rounder. It still holds between 8 to 12 fluid ounce. Okay? So highball is what type of ano? Diba? Tumbler. Okay? So ito yung isang magandang example. Poco Grande glass. The Poco Grande is a tall curved glass holding about 10 ounce. Tropical drinks usually garnished with fruit are served in them. Okay? So kung makikita mo siya, yung stem niya, no? Ano? Napakaliit. So anong tawag sa kanya? Ang classification ng Poco Grande is footed ware. Okay? Bakit siya naging footed? Has a base and a stem, no? And a bowl. Get? Intindihan? We have next is hurricane. Hurricane is a tall curved glass holding about 12 to 16 ounce. Tropical drinks usually garnished with fruits and served in them. Okay? So makikita nyo, may stem ulit siya. May base stem with a bowl. So siya ay, kung maliit ang stem niya, consider siya as a footed ware. Okay? We have your red wine and white wine glass. Okay? Ang difference nila is a red wine glass has a narrow opening to preserve the aroma of the wine. Most hold between 9 and 11 ounces. Okay, makikita nyo, narrow. Bakit? Para hindi, kasi ang red wine, aromatic yan. So, paano mo mapapreserve yung aroma niya? So, kailangan narrow. Parang kinakapture mo para hindi siya basta-basta lumalabas. Okay? White wine has a big opening. So, yun yung difference nila. Okay? To the top, most hold between 9 and 11 ounce. A white wine glass is designed to showcase the color of the wine and allow a bouquet or scent of the wine to be enjoyed while drinking. So nakita niyo yung difference? Narrow and a big opening naman yung white. Okay? Brandy glass. Brandy glass is a large bulbous wine type glass with a 17.5 ounce capacity. Ang laki. Pero kung makikita mo, sabi ko, di ba, ang brandy glass ay isang magandang example of a footed glass. Bakit? Meron siyang base, maliit na stem, and a bowl. Okay? So, yun yung difference nila. Okay? We have your champagne flute. Okay? From the word, doon pa lang sa pangalan, malalaman nyo na kung saan siya ginagamit. Okay? Champagne flute. Fluted shaped glass have a round bottom that becomes narrow before fluting out slightly at the top and has a capacity of 6 ounce. Okay? So sa pangalan pa lang, saan siya ginagamit? Champagne. Okay? We also have your champagne tulip. So yung pinakaiba. Yung, kung makikita nyo yung body nila, okay, yung isa parang tulip na flower. The other one is parang foot shape siya. Okay? Kaya yun siya tinawag. Okay? Parehas ang capacity nila, 6 ounces. Parehas ng purpose, kung saan ginagamit is for champagne. Okay? The classification are stemware. We have your beer mug. This glass used for serving beer large than the regular drink glasses. A typical beer holds up to 12 ounces of liquid. Okay? So remember, mug, any tumbler with a handle is a mug. Okay? Sour glass. This glass is a saucer-shaped glass to modify the aroma of its cocktail. It has a capacity of 3 to 5 ounce fluid. So kung makikita nyo, mataas-taas yan. 2 to 3 inches ang kanyang height ng stem. So consider siya as a stemware. So hindi kayo malilito ha. Next is we have your sherry glass. This drink glass has a stem for holding, but the bowl of the glass is rounder and larger than typical types of stemware. The standard size is one that holds about 4 ounces of sherry wine. Meron kasi tayong mga sherry wine. So, alam nyo kasi dito, sa bar, minsan, kung ano yung wine na sinaserve nila, gusto nila magkaroon ng different classes para mas ma-identify kung ano yung dapat glass na gamitin doon sa specific wine na bubuksan. So, kung paano, kung for example, pwede ka bang gumamit ng sherry glass para i-serve ang red wine? Pwede ka bang gumamit ng white wine glass para mag-serve ng sherry? So hindi. Kaya dinesign lahat 'yan para sa specific na kanilang paggagamitan. Okay? Now, for your activity, okay, 20 points. So identify the different glasswares in the pictures below according to the types of glass. Glass were discussed in the lesson. Use the given table below for your answer. In the blanks provided, write the type of glasswares. So we have classification A, B, and C, and D. Okay, 1 point each. So identify nyo kung siya ba ay tumbler, siya ba ay footed, stem, or mug. Okay? Next, we have D. Yan yung D. Yeah. Okay? Now, kung may question kayo, pwede nyo akong i-chat sa Messenger if you have clarifications. Okay? Siguro mas maganda ilagay nyo siya sa yellow paper. Write your name, subject, the week, and the date kung kailan nyo siya isasubmit. Okay? So, thank you for watching. God bless.